rock. We are getting started. Happy Monday Masterclass for 2025. Does anyone else feel a little crazy that it is January 13th and I feel like the year is just getting started? Like I literally feel like, did not help to have snow days last week. So our kids like kind of went to school and then immediately came back out. But with Super Saturday and everything else, I just feel like today is kind of day one, which feels a little overwhelming to know. But Sarah and I were talking last night and acknowledged the fact that we have 3 weeks left of the month. Like that's actually kind of crazy too, is that you feel like the 13th, you're kind of halfway through, but the end of this week is the 18th. The next Saturday is the 25th. And then the next Saturday is actually February 1st. So you actually have like almost 3 full weeks. So if you feel like I'm already halfway in and you kind of have a whole month like left. So nobody should be discouraged. If you did not get, I'm getting confirmation from corporate about certain questions that I asked them. So we're going to get to that in just a minute. But if you did not get to attend Super Saturday, we are going to give you all the highlights. So you are going to get to not have to listen to the re-recording of everything. And we are actually going to give you all the best parts of it right here in this call. And we're going to send you off with it. So if you had it blocked off to like, spend time doing that, don't you worry your pretty little head. We're going to give you different things to do during that block now. Okay. First thing we're going to talk about is, are you registered for convention? The Get Loud convention is in Dallas. If you are not registered, I have a link. I saved it and everything. So I would be ready to go. Here we go. Copy, paste. That is the convention link. So you need to be registered for convention. First off, you're about to blow up your business no matter what. If you're brand new or anything else, you're about to have money month after month, and you're going to rank up. All these things are about to happen, and you want to make sure you're registered for convention, because the only way you get the convention contest prizes is if you are registered for convention. It said you only get the prizes if you are, like for one of our things, the first 1,000 people to earn it and is registered for convention. Yeah, and the sale ends today for $99 registration, and then it goes to $125 tomorrow. Do not wait. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 unless it will help you pay for convention. So you want to make sure that you have convention locked and loaded. It's only going to go up from here pricing wise. As we get closer, the price tends to go up. So $99, you're going to come to Dallas, and it is 3 jam-packed days of information, people, like being loved on, being cared for, being poured into. If you do not have your hotel yet, you can stay at any hotel near downtown Dallas. I would not actually recommend an Airbnb. Just as someone who's lived in Dallas my entire life, it is not the area that you want to be like in a neighborhood. Anywhere around downtown, you probably are going to be about 20 minutes from downtown before you really want to be in a neighborhood. So I would encourage you to be in one of the hundreds of hotels downtown. If you can't find a hotel, or if you have questions about like, should I stay here? Is this a good area? Please message Sarah, Becky, myself. I'm trying to see, like Danielle might know, like, those, I go to church downtown. Like we were at downtown Dallas all day yesterday. I promise you, if you have a question about where to stay, please let me know. Now, walking around downtown, perfectly safe. If you're like, I'm 3 blocks away, it's great. Yeah, Becky used to live downtown. I forgot about that. It is so many places to eat. A lot of us are staying at the Omni because it's attached to the convention center, but there is not a Sunday that goes by that we do not see a volleyball convention or something happen in downtown where people are walking all over the place. It's a very safe downtown. But the neighborhoods outside of downtown can be like, house is great, neighborhood's a little like rough or whatever, and you just want to be in a place close. And so I would just encourage you to stay anywhere from, the I'm trying to think of what hotels are downtown. Everything. You have every type of hotel you could want. Every brand of hotel that you have points at, I promise, is downtown. Dallas is like that. And the airports, you can fly into either Love Field, which if you're flying Southwest, Spirit, I think Frontier, those all go into Love Field, or which is maybe 15 minutes from downtown. Literally the planes look like they're landing in downtown as they're landing at the airport. or you can go to DFW, which is our international airport, maybe 20 minutes from downtown, and super, super easy. So I want to encourage you. It is not hard to get to Dallas, and it is not hard to find a place to stay in Dallas, but you have to be registered for convention. Okay. So let's see. Are we going to talk about convention contest here? Yes. Let's go ahead and just because we're already on the convention world, I'm just going to talk about convention contest for a smidge. Here's the thing. If you're doing all the things, you're going to earn convention contest credits. Becky Page, I already saw your name on the convention contest list. It is believe it or not, the leaderboard has started, y'all. It is happening because they posted it to January 1st. So all the work that your team or yourself was doing in the last few weeks is already there. Yeah, the entire schedule for convention is online. So it is really helpful. And we'll get that up on the team page too, just so that you have kind of a one-stop shop for everything. But let's talk about convention contest real fast. Here's how you're going to earn. Would you rather talk about how you're going to earn or what you're going to get first? You want to do what you're going to get? Yeah, everybody wants to know what they're going to get. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to flip to the other page. Okay, the first thing is 2,000 credits, which the credits will sound kind of crazy, but let's just talk about prize levels. Essentially, the entry-level prize that most people working their business will earn for convention is VIP experience. And I just want to tell you what that means because it's kind of vague. You'll get a special gift, a special VIP event check-in upon arrival at convention, which anytime you can get a shorter line. Yes, please, and amen. And then a special commemorative patch to indicate earners VIP. And I thought the patches were I wasn't so sure about them last time we did patches. Everyone that had patches, I was like, oh, I kind of wish I had more patches all over my backpack because they just looked fun and inviting and oh, this person's been doing some stuff this past year. Okay. Level 2, which is just a smidge more, it's 2,500 credits. Retail therapy, you get 20% off at the convention store, up to $100 in savings. So I think that's $500 you can spend and save up to $100. So you get 20% off at the convention store. I did see a sweatshirt kind of teased at Super Saturday that I was kind of wondering is coming. It's cream and just has plexus and a brownish taupey color. So there are some things that look like they might be coming at the convention store, and hopefully they'll start teasing us so we know what we're going to put in our cart. Okay, third level is 3,000 credits. It's called the Icon Party. Now note, it's the first 1,000 people to earn this and are registered for convention. You're planning on going to convention and you're part of the 1,000. If you are 1,001 and anything after that, you'll get a $250 payment in your bank account. So you don't walk away empty-handed. You still get $250 if you don't get to make it to the party. But there's an Icon Party at the House of Blues during convention. That's actually the very first night I think we're there. I think we do the Icon Party. So that's at the House of Blues, which is where we just were this weekend for Super Saturday. So you don't walk away empty-handed if you're not one of the first 1,000, but yes to trying to be there. And I really think the first 1,000, that's January, February, March. That's not everyone, the first 1,000 will not earn it in January. It really will take most of the contest. And then level 4 is 4,000 credits. It's called Come Fly With Me. Y'all, it's essentially $400 travel credit. It's a $400 credit towards your hotel, your flights, your gas, your Ubers, whatever you have in travel expenses, meals, whatever it looks like. If you have all of those, if you're I have points for airlines, I have points for hotel, then maybe it's a meal. Maybe you're taking your team, you and 3 people are going out to dinner. And if you need dinner recommendations, I kind of feel like I should do a post about that around where to eat in Dallas, around downtown. So we'll get to that later down the road. And you will get that $400 in your mid-May paycheck. So just kind of know okay, if I need to book something, I'm going to get that about mid-May after April commissions close. And then the 5th and final top prize is called Welcome to the Green Room. It's an on-site luxury shopping experience, which anytime you say luxury shopping experience, my ears perk up and my body gets all tingly, where earners can design custom cowboy boots or a Western style hat, which if you saw Emily Roberts this weekend is absolutely adorable, or select unique jewelry piece, which I'll be really interested to see what that looks like. So more details to come on that, but it's kind of a fun experience. I'd love to hear in the chat, who loves kind of something unique? I am an Enneagram 4. So if I have something that nobody else will have, whether it's my boots or my hat or a piece of jewelry, like that gives me all the feels. Some of y'all are like, I don't care if I have the same, gray sweatshirt from a Target everybody else has. Go ahead, Beck.
Do we know what boot company it is?
We don't.
Oh, really want to know. I really want some custom boots. I'm just curious. Did y'all see the hat and the boots during Super Saturday? Danielle wants boots. I know Ashley wants boots. Ashley was talking about it right away. I think it's also fun. Like once we know more, okay, y'all, these are fun things to talk about on social media because people are going to be watching. And the truth is that like anybody can do this. You don't have to be even a top earner to win these earn these convention credits. And that's a great talking point, like for your friend who wants to just get started. If you can talk about the things that people are able to win and earn on their own. And it's just like some of you guys that earned the cruise and you haven't hit Emerald yet, but like talk about how this company celebrates the individuals that grow their businesses and grow working teams. I think that's a great talking point.
Yeah, I think anytime you can take someone else's celebration, someone else's graphic, and celebrate what's happening in our company. I will say one of the very first posts I ever made about Plexus was about someone. I didn't have a team, and I saw someone had gone silver, which means you've added 3 level 1 customers. It's the very first rank in our company, and I saw she had gone silver. And y'all, I very rarely was seeing people in other network marketing companies ranking up and talking about it and announcing it. And I was like, well, my friend Susan, who I've known since I was a teenager, has now ranked to silver in this company. Like it's already happening. Like I'm watching it happen before my eyes. The people I know that just joined in the last month are actually hitting ranks in a network marketing company. And I just thought that was so rare. And so I celebrated somebody else's success. So question, when was the last time you shouted out someone who's going to the Bahamas, whether or not you are, someone who's going to Alaska, whether or not, like it doesn't matter if it's your story, it matters that it's happening in our company. Okay, so we're going to fly through real fast how to earn these convention credits, because you can look all of this up in your back office. When you log into Plexus, you can look this up. It's on your dashboard, and you can still see your Leaders Retreat, your Rising Leaders Retreat credits for that what we just did. But right below that is convention contest. All of these details I just printed out straight from that. And so you can go on that, and I promise you, I will click on detailed information 1,000 times and relook, like, what's the credits for this? What's the PV amount for this? How much do I get? Like, we'll use it as a reference point. Okay. You get enrollment credits when you personally sign somebody up. You get between 30 and 50, depending on what their PV is on that order. When level 2s get signed up, you get between 20 and 25 credits, depending on PV. When level 3s sign up, you get between 15 and 20 credits. And when level 4s sign up, then you get between 10 and 15 credits. And this is really where the growth of your business is going to happen, is when you start signing people up and then they start signing people up, and then it happens 4 levels deep. That's really the magic of your paycheck. It's the magic of ranking up in the business, but it's also the magic of these contests. Okay, retention. If you added anybody starting November 1st, so this is like the month of November, if they signed up in November, whether or not they ordered in December, if they order in January, they are considered retention credits. So anybody who you have signed up since November 1st, you might want to go back and just say, based on join date, who in your team has signed up since November 1st. Make a list. Love those people well. Check on them. See how they like their products. Is there a flavor profile they need to switch up? All of those things. Level 1 retention credits, between 20 and 50, depending on PV. Again, that can start at $50 PV. So if they just order a bag of Slim or 2 bottles of ProBio 5, whatever it is, that starts that retention credit counter going. Level 2s, same thing. Level 3s and level 4s. So you get retention credits all the way down to level 4s, which is massive. Rank advancement credits. So when you, okay, we're going to do two things. We're going to write down what our benchmark rank is and what our baseline points are. So the first definition I want you to know is baseline points. That is the points that you are going to, well, baseline points is really has more to do with our, another contest or another incentive that we're doing right now. Okay, let's do benchmark rank. Your benchmark rank is anything, your highest rank since September 1st. So do you know your highest rank since September 1st? You need to write it down on a sticky note or something somewhere in your office. I'm going to write it down too. I'm literally going to write down the words benchmark rank, and then I'm going to put senior.
I think we say benchmark. I feel like Help Center calls it baseline.
So baseline points is the points that you had at the end of December. So the baseline points are, where did you end on December 31st? Or like, what were your December points? So that's baseline points.
Versus benchmark rank,
right,
which is highest. Yes.
highest rank September 1st. So it may be good to have both of those just defined and written on a post-it note. If you are just getting started, you are fresh, you do not have to worry about these things. You are literally, especially if you've just become a brand ambassador and upgraded to brand ambassador in the last month, 2 to 3 months, maybe even, you're at a fast start window, which is a little bit different than what the rest of us that have been here 4 months or longer are working on. So if you've been with the company 4 months or longer, then you need to write down your benchmark rank. So my benchmark rank is senior gold, and my benchmark points is what I ended with last month, which I have to go look up.
Okay. Because Andrea is referring to her re-entry. That's why she's talking about being senior gold.
Because that's where I think the most fun, I truly, truly believe I am a diamond ambassador, 3-star diamond ambassador on my primary position. There is so much more fun things happening if you are silver, senior silver, gold, senior gold, ruby, or senior ruby. Those ranks have more, I think, you have more control over what happens in those ranks, and you have your personal business showing up. You showing up will really affect that the most. So I just think it's more fun what's happening over there. I kind of can't do much about what's happening on the other one. Okay, so you have your baseline points and you have your benchmark rank. So when we refer to those things, when you hear that verbiage, you'll look over at your post-it note and you'll be like, that's what they meant by benchmark rank. That's what they meant by baseline points. So then you have them both ready to go. Okay, so benchmark rank, if you re-achieve or advance beyond your benchmark rank. So when I re-achieve senior gold, then I get 250 credits. Remember, when we're talking contests, we're always talking contest credits. Pay is points. So I get 250 credits. Now, if I go beyond that and I hit Ruby, I get 300, which is actually my highest paid rank ever, but it doesn't matter because my benchmark rank is senior gold. Does that make sense to everybody? Does anyone have a question and want to do an example of like, okay, but this is my story? Anybody need to double check what they're thinking on their own benchmark rank? Okay. It does not matter if you have hit the rank of ruby and your benchmark rank is senior silver. You are re-achieving your benchmark rank. You get credits. And when you go beyond that, you're going to get credits. Yes. So your baseline points, Stephanie, if you ended last month, let's just say with 20 points, I'm just pulling out a number. If you ended last December with 20 points, that's your baseline points is what you had. Now you'll re-hit your baseline when you hit 20 again, but then you're going to go ahead of it because you're already having conversations and adding more people. So you're going to go ahead of that baseline point.
Hey, can I ask? Oh, sorry.
Let me finish this. Your benchmark rank was probably silver. So then you know your benchmark is the highest I've ever achieved since September 1st was silver. So when I re-hit silver, then I get those 100 credits. And then when I go senior silver this month, as you're working and growing, then you're going to hit that 150 credits. Go ahead, Sarah.
No, I was gonna say, okay, for somebody who, just to walk it through, because I know there's a couple of like this, is they're gold. That's the highest they've achieved, but they haven't hit it in over a year. And they haven't hit maybe senior silver in at least 6 months. Can you walk through that one?
Yeah. Whatever the highest rank is, it been in your back office since September 1st. So if in September you hit, 40 points, you're a silver. If in October you hit 45 points, you're still silver. If in November, if you hit 50 or more points, then you hit senior silver. So that's your actual base benchmark rank. But if you've never hit 50 points since September, October, November, December, then you are benchmark rank silver. So whatever your highest rank is within any of those months, that's the rank you need to write down as your benchmark rank. Okay. Highest paid rank, not what you've hit, but the highest you were paid at. Okay. And then team rank advancement. So if you're level 1 through level 4s, this exact same thing for them. So if my level 1, I'm trying to find, okay, someone, okay. I got Jules and, okay. So Becky, what's your rank on your spouse account?
So highest achieve ranked
Benchmark.
benchmark is senior gold.
Okay. So when that, which is my level 2, because Becky is my level 1. So hers is a little different because I guess I could still get credit for her as she holds her jewel rank, then I'll get those credits. But when her second account goes hold senior gold, I get credit for that. If it goes to Ruby, which I'm really going to encourage, right? I'm going to get more credits for that. Becky's going to get more credits for that, which means Becky's even closer to her goals. But then when her spouse account level 1, I get credit for that too. So do you see, I want you to know, like, who is someone, not just my level 1s, but who underneath them and maybe underneath them wants to go silver, wants to go senior silver. You should have a list by the end, by January, February, March, April, depending on where you are in your business. You should have a list of people 4 deep who want something to do with this. Okay, so that's all the ways you're going to earn. You're going to earn with enrollments, 4 levels deep. You're going to earn with retention credits, 4 levels deep. You're going to earn with your personal rank advancements. Your goal is to rank up within this contest at some point in the 4 months. And then 4 months. And then your last one is team rank advancements. If you could have just people going silver and senior silver across your entire team, 3 wide and 4 deep, that's going to be massive for you. In fact, I will figure out the numbers on that, on what it would look like. Let's go 4 by 4. We're going to go 4 wide and 4 deep. If you have people just going senior silver, what that could look like for your credits. I'll figure that out and I'll put all that math into the table for you because I think that's kind of fun to have sometimes. Okay. I'm hearing that the boot company for custom boots is possibly Justin's. And that has not been confirmed, but the boots that someone saw in their boot label was Justin's. So that might help. At least it's a brand name. Like it's a name that you know and you trust, and it's not like an off brand. So that's really good. Okay. Free reset is happening right now. So if you want to know how to kick off your convention contest, this is the way to do it, is offer people a win. And when you can offer them a free $89 value 3-day fast with new flavors, then you're like doing like them a service. What our company loves is that it's a win for the customer and it's a win for you. That it's not just a win for you and the customer gets no benefit, or the customer gets this great benefit, but it doesn't really help you out at all. Our company loves the win-win situation. So here's how this works. When you help somebody get started with, and this would be my suggested, I have 2 suggested combos for this. One is triplex balance, which is a $150 cost, and it's $130 PV. So it's triplex plus balance. Or you can do, what did I write down? Oh, there's a double slim pack combo. And that is $144 cost and $131 PV. So you can pick between those two, but it has to be $130 PV for them to get the free reset. And I really want you to see how this works. So you say you help someone get started with their triplex plus balance combo. And then you add a reset, a 3-day reset to their cart. You use the promo code RESET. That's it, all cap letters, RESET. It will take the cost of the reset off, but you get credit in that convention contest for having a brand new customer over 130 PV. Now, if you want to increase your credits on that and you want the customer to win, then you can help them get one of, I think, 2 different sets. One is triplex that comes with X Factor and Vital Biome. It's really good for someone that's really health conscious, and maybe it wants a little mental health. Also, if they're perimenopausal, it's a really great pack for them. It's a $189 cost with a 151 PV, or the Healthy Habits combo, which are the 4 drinks that are in Reset, which we love because they're already using the Reset. So they're falling in love with those 4 drinks of Slim, Hydrate, Active, and Restore. That's $194 and it's $152 PV. So that's when you get the most credits, is when you help someone get the most savings. So the more they save, really the more credits you're going to get. Okay, I will put both packages, I will do pretty graphics with both packages and a free reset on the table so that you have access to those graphics and you can share them. Then you don't even have to come up with the math, the explanation, what's in it, everything. We'll make sure that it says, this is the pack, this is the free reset, and this is how much it will cost. And that way you can have conversations with people around it. Does that work? That way you because I can tell you about them again, but it's easier, I think, if we have graphics. So I'm going to make sure those graphics are done at some point in the next couple of days. Give me a couple of days to get there. So free reset is you have until the end of the month to offer this free reset. Now I want to remind you, and I'm going to do the new reset flavors today. Becky, have you tried your new reset flavors yet?
I love them. They're super yummy.
Okay. So I'm going to try them today. I'm going to do day 1 of reset because that's what they sent us, was a 1 day with the new chicken broth, the new tomato soup, and the new blueberry almond bar. So I'm going to do those today. I've already done I did my hydrate this morning warm because it's so yummy. It's got a little lemon water. And so I'm doing reset day 1 today, just to kind of test the flavors out. So I'll let y'all know. Someone can do a reset every month. So if someone wants to do a reset the first 3 days of every month, the last 3 days, the middle 3 days, however they want to do it, it's always been encouraged. And you see compounding effects as people do a reset every month, like for 4 months or 5 months, you see a huge compounding effect over doing them like for 3 days, every 30 days. So that's huge. I think a lot of people are kind of kicking off their 2025 going, okay, I'm going to commit to 4 months straight of doing 1 reset each month or things like that, and really getting those compounded effects before the summer months hit. Okay, free reset, done. Tonight's opportunity call. I want to give lots of space for this because the first thing we're going to do is we're going to share about it. So if you haven't seen, Tina Marie, do we have graphics on the table for the call for tonight? I know I've seen them, but I don't know that we've shared them. Okay, she's gonna check, and we're gonna make sure that we have graphics because I want everyone right now. We're gonna mute for like 5 minutes. Go on either your stories or your feed on Facebook or Instagram and post about the call tonight. Our friends Melissa Eickenhorst and Janelle Espling are doing the call tonight. They're both former teachers, so you kind of have a huge gamut. You probably have some teachers that are like, I'm done with snow days and trying to get kids organized this week. This is like the perfect time to get teachers on a call. Oh, she said it was in Rally Chat. There are graphics for tonight's call in Rally Chat. So if you're not in Rally Chat, text your leader right now and say, get me in Rally Chat. And she's putting them in the chat right here. But you need to share about this. You either need to do in your stories, like talk to your screen, tell them why it's important. But y'all, it's the 15 minutes of them explaining the opportunity of what Plexus is. And then they can stay and actually learn how to get paid by Plexus for 15 more minutes. So they get the opportunity. And tonight they'll get the opportunity to opt in. Now I do want to say this. Every single leader who wants to grow in this company needs to block out Monday nights at least once to get on these calls, listen to them, know what they're about. And then I want to encourage every single one of y'all to opt into the text messages this week, just so you know what people are getting, you know when they're getting it. You can follow up with, hey, I just got my text, did you get yours? It's a really good thing for you to go alongside, at least on this first week. And honestly, follow along with the text. Whatever they're asking you to do the same thing. It's really good. It's kind of like rally chat. You can't expect someone else to be in it doing it if they don't see your post showing up saying kind of what's in rally chat that day. So I do want to really encourage you. So we are going to pause for a minute. We're going to all post about the call tonight, and then we're going to come back. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. I'll see y'all here in just a second. Okay, when I say eyeballs, I'll assume you're done. Okay, drop in the chat where you shared. I shared on Facebook, my Facebook feed, because I'd already shared in stories. IG story or feed? Okay, where'd everybody else share? Scheduled on Facebook for this afternoon. Facebook story, IG feed, like it. Sharing in feeds now. Also send a few text, Facebook story, love it. I never go to Facebook story. I only go to Instagram story and Facebook feed. It's so interesting. I also want to really encourage you. If you put it in stories and no one slides or taps on it, or someone, my favorite is when someone votes in the poll and I get really excited and then like, oh, I'm so sorry, that was an accident. And you're like, oh, they wanted it to not be an accident. Do not take it personally. I don't know anybody who's just getting like 20, 30 people commenting on their poll saying, please add me to, your Plexus event. I really think it is more about you offering the interaction. You're offering the option for them to drop emojis. You're offering for them to message you. It is very vitally important that every time you share about this, you tell them exactly how they can tell you when they're interested. So are you doing a poll? Are you doing a slider? Are you asking them how at the end of your post, if you did it in a feed, which is like on your wall of your Facebook or your Instagram, how did you tell them to get a hold of you? How did you tell them to tell you that they're interested? Because you just putting the information out there and then hoping that they're going to send you this great direct message isn't going to happen. So direct message me this, drop this in the comments, like this if you're interested. Whatever it is, give them an action item. So if you need to edit, like go back and redo it, like, or just add that to the end of a post. Or if you're in your stories, I would actually take that same story. My stories save immediately to my photo albums. So I would repost it and then put a slider. Like you have all the information and then you can do a second story that then says, okay, I want in, or okay, send me the details or whatever. And then you cannot attach any what's the word? Feelings to whether or not they respond. You're just allowing them the opportunity to respond. Okay. So people know about the call for tonight. I really would encourage you, if you want someone on the call tonight, to text or call 5 to 10 individual people and actually personally invite them. Everybody that can hear this, there's 17 of us. I promise you, even for Super Saturday, people are more likely to show up for lunch tomorrow. If I put it on my group, my neighborhood moms group, like, hey, I'm going to lunch tomorrow at this Mexican food restaurant, meet me there. I might have 1 or 2 people show up. Most of the people that are going to show up have already messaged me like, hey, are you going to be there? What, like, tell me more about this, whatever. Like, I'll get there, but I'm going to be a little late. Like, most people are going to have a personal message with me. And then second, if I message 10 people in my neighborhood, hey girl, I'm going to Mi Casina tomorrow for lunch. Will you join me? I am more likely to get 5 to 8 of those people to join me for lunch than if I just posted it and they saw it on the moms group. Does that make sense to you? Do you feel the same way? Like if I personally called you and said, I want you to come to convention, I already have a room for you. I am like excited about you being there. Here's the qualities I see in you that I think you can build this contest. And I like literally wanted to lock arms with you, then that would be so much bigger. And do it for other people. So Tina said people never picked me up. I don't know what that means, but like you go do it for your people. Don't worry about whether people have done it for you. Don't worry about if people have invited you or how people have done it for you. This isn't really about you. This is always about everybody else. This is always about the people that you are growing with and for. And so I want you to personally invite people. I want you to have conversations with people. I want you to build relationships and value. Yeah, people don't pick up the phone. That's okay. Who cares? You did what you needed to do. It's never about whether they pick up the phone. It's always about, did you reach out and leave the message? So we're going to quickly go through bonuses launched this weekend. Okay, is anyone excited about, we're only going to talk about one portion of it, which is the rank up. What's it called? Fast start. What's it called? Fast start something. Fast start bonuses, fast start, fast start, something. Here's the gist of it. Remember that benchmark rank that we talked about earlier? Remember that refresh. Oh, rank, fast start refresh. Okay, good. Thank you. See, people know what's going on. And here's what's amazing. Okay, so I talked to you all about that senior gold points that I had and all of that. It does not matter because you can fast start silver, senior silver, gold, senior gold, no matter where you are. So Stephanie is a great example in the fact that Stephanie, I think your highest rank has been silver, correct? And but she's well out of the fast start window. Like she's not there. She's not, even if she went senior silver and ruby and all the things this month, it wouldn't matter. She's out of fast start. But she gets to fast start now. So if she adds 3 brand new level 1s this month, and their PV is over $100 when they sign up, then she is fast start silver. So she gets the fast start silver bonus. Now, if Stephanie, with those 3 new people, they also fast start silver because she's like, let's get you actual fast started, not just fast start refresh, but actually fast started with the new rank advancements and all of the things, and they actually do it, then she could go fast start senior silver because now her new people are adding people. So we're all in the same boat. My senior gold leg, Becky's spousal senior gold leg, Stephanie's silver leg, all of us, first thing we have to do is add 3 people this month, 3 brand new level 1 VIP customers, and go fast start silver. If you are listening to this and you have signed up in the last upgraded to brand ambassador in the last 30 days, you are actually in your own fast start window. You're in actual fast start, not refresh, actual fast start program. So you need to pay attention to that program. That's your area. But if you are refreshing, if you are outside of the fast start window and you have the ability to get these double bonuses, you need to show up first for silver. So we can go really, really fast, right? We can go, we can say, oh, what if we got fast start gold this month? That would be awesome. And it would, by the way, if you went fast start gold in the next 3 weeks with brand new VIPs, adding brand new VIPs. But here's what I want to say. Who could fast start silver this month? Like who on this call, like just say me in the chat. You should have 17 me's. Yes, Christy. Everybody can fast start silver this month. There's no reason why you can't personally increase your paycheck by $100 when you fast start silver this month. Now, if you have even the inkling that any of those brand new people in the month of January want to add 1 or 2 people, then you need to go for that because that's that fast starts. But remember, it's a fast start program. So you have 30 days to fast start silver. Then you have your next calendar month, so next month in February, to fast start senior silver to get those people going and for you to continue to add your new level 1s. Then in March, you have the ability to fast start gold. And then could you imagine what it would look like in your business if all fresh business, you fast started fresh business to senior gold by the end of April? That would be massive for your current position. So if I'm senior gold, holding around let's say 400 points. I think at 460 last month, but we'll say it's 400 points. And I have fresh business fast starting senior gold by the end of the contest, then I am adding 250 points to my current 400 points. Then I'm at 650. Do you see how I'm that much closer to senior ruby? Like blown past ruby at this point, right? And going towards senior, like what would it look like? Tell me what in the chat, what your benchmark rank is. Mine would be senior gold. And if you fast started silver this month, senior silver, gold, and then senior gold over the next 4 months of the contest, what would your new rank or what would your points be at the end of the contest? That should be like inspiring for you, because guess what? While you're adding all of your level ones and you're retaining your people month after month, and you personally are ranking up, and your team is going silver, senior silver, and gold. Do you see how the convention contest is literally like, ring, ring, like it's literally like if you hear that little bell happening in the background, that's the credits being added to your convention contest while the points are being added to your pay points. That pay points is where you get paid. Convention contest is for that. A question from Jim Chat. We were wondering if the Fast Start Silver restart can be in February too, or does it need to happen in January? Obviously, I would just start with aiming for 3 this month. There's some caveats I think that they're going to come out with later, and some like deeper explanations of things and some what's the right word, scenarios. But I would just say just go for your 3 this month. Like, don't even worry about February right now. I would say 100%, if you are a Ruby or senior Ruby in this company, you should be adding 3 this month. Like, it's a fresh month. We have free reset. We have so much happening and going on. We have these calls happening on Mondays that there's just so much happening. So Becky, are you stretching or you got it?
No, I wanted it because I think we can get overwhelmed with like so much information and numbers and all that. So I want to remind you guys, don't miss this one thing that we're doing and that you should be posting about truly every day. Free reset is back on the table, and it's free reformulated reset. You were posting about that in December because you were inviting people to start the 25 hard challenge with you. By the way, here's my tracker because I've printed it off, and I'm starting 25 hard today. So I want to be continuing to invite people to 25 hard. Personally, I have, I think, like 5 new team member, or sorry, 5, I keep calling them team members, 5 new VIPs who are in there. What I want to come back, like a great talking point that I have to text every single one of them today is, hey, if you have anyone you know that would like to do 25 hard with us and maybe end it with a reset, will you post about this? Because what I'd like to do is generate some fast start silvers from that group. And I know Christy Salcido, I think, has like a text thread going with 13 of her people doing 25 hard. But I want to remind you guys, don't just share once. Don't just give them this opportunity once. You're reminding your social media audience day after day that 25 hard is still a great group to jump into. We're still doing tons of giveaways. You're following up with your people there, but you're also saying, hey, I would love for you to share and see if anyone you know wants to join 25 hard with a free reset for themselves. Because like a lot of my people have just finished their resets and they've just been sending me their before and afters. And this is where they're still excited. And I'm like, great, could I share and tag you? And maybe you share too. So that's where you want to be putting your focus as far as getting these new people a really easy way to offer free reset to others. Don't forget that piece. That was all A.
No, I think it's so key. So that was the very last thing that we're going to talk about is staying strong in your 25 hard. I mean, and posting one piece about it every day. Like, you could literally pick a different box within your 25 hard. Like, you could share your workout one day, you could share what you're eating one day, you could share I think someone today, I shared it with another group, was talking to a few of us that are running the group, and said, Chat GPT, if you say, hey, can you make sure that I get 25 grams of protein in all 3 of my meals today, but that I'm only going to 1,400 calories? And can you write out a meal plan for me? Chat GPT will literally write out the meal plan. Then you can say, oh, I don't like cucumbers and please nothing with dairy. Like, you can be as specific as you want to, and it will continue to get it until you have exactly what you want to share that with your audience. I promise you, someone in your audience does not know that you are using Chat GPT that way. Go tell them. That is learning out loud of, I had no idea, and now this is what I'm going to do, and this is what it came back with. Can you believe it? And that is learning out loud. Yeah, Stephanie Richardson did it this morning. So I think it's really, really important that you share some part, and then you can write a poll. Are you doing 25 hard, or you want more info, or do you want more information? And you can, that's what I did this morning. Do a poll every day, like every day that they're like, okay, now I'm kind of, it's been a week. Can I still get into it? Yes, you can still get into it. There's still going to be more things coming. So yes, you can still get into it a week from now. Go ahead, Sarah.
No, I was going to add two things. One, that's something we learned in Ambition Coalition too, is if you're stuck with where you're like, I don't know what to post, because that's like the number one thing people say, go into ChatGPT and ask it, tell it what you kind of the different things you have going on that you want to post about, and have it do a weekly content calendar for you to know which post, tell it where you're going to post, get really specific. And then the other thing is piggybacking off of what Beck said, and I've had this conversation with Andrew in the past. If you are overwhelmed and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so much information, I feel like it's a fire, pick the one thing that you're like, I can do that. That's something that I know I can do. That's something I feel comfortable, confident, and I will consistently do. And pick that one thing and let that be your thing. And then come back around and circle next week and say, okay, now I'm going to pick something else and add that too, because now I've had a week of doing this one thing.
Yeah, I want to give you all some vision. And when we decided to call this the table, our team page, the table, Becky and I had been at this amazing camp retreat, and they had, still to this day, the most beautiful buffet I've ever seen of like charcuterie board. It was like it must have been a 12-foot long, like 3-foot like high, and like all these different things, like table of like everything, every meat, every cheese, every little, relish, dips, local honeys, all the things. I mean, my mouth is watering. It was the most beautiful display. And the thing is, we could all of us could go up to that table and get something totally different out of it. You could be like, I'm just doing meat right now. Great, just get the meat. I want to try all these cheeses. Sarah's not trying a single one of the cheeses, but there's dry fruit on there. Like, you could be so many different things. And that is what we want this team page to be. We want these calls to even be. Grab something out of this. Like, don't walk away with an empty plate and go, oh, it was so overwhelming when I walked up there that I couldn't even like pick one thing. Like, come in today, pick one thing. Is it 25 hard you're going to share about it? Is it the call tonight? I would say time sensitive things, you're going to want to like pick that. So tonight is a call. So if all you get to talk about today is the call tonight, great. If tomorrow, day 2 of 25 hard, you're like, I don't even know where to start on my day 2, do that out loud on social media. And then maybe day 3, you're talking about reset. Like, okay, now I've talked about this, and now I'm talking about reset. Now, if you can talk about them all kind of interspersed throughout your day with all the other life things happening, great. But I just want to encourage you to just get started somewhere, to message somebody, your sponsor, the person that's like your buddy, lock arms with, and say, this is what I'm doing. Can you help me here? This is what I'm struggling with. This is what I want to accomplish. I love my favorite, Danielle, gold currently, and I would be senior gold and only 83 points from Ruby at the end of this convention contest if she went faster. Silver, senior silver, gold, and senior gold each month. And imagine, Danielle, if you had one person on your team doing the same thing. Like, that's where it starts to, or 3 people on your team doing the same thing. Like, that's where it really starts to like compounding effects. And so I just want to encourage you to show up, to show up tonight, to be encouraged by Melissa and Janelle. I really do think that they're encouraging. Jory has such a joyful spirit. He's our corporate field development leader. And so he's actually really like, endearing to listen to. And so you won't be bored. You will be encouraged. I truly think that the people that you get on the call will both be encouraged and just know a little bit more about what you do. It is not about getting them to sign up after this call. It is about moving them. We had a corporate trainer that would say, move people from one seat to the next. Like, just move them from this to this. So tonight you're taking them from the call. Tomorrow you're talking about 25 hard. The next day you're talking about free reset. The next day you're talking about how much fun the convention contest looks like. The next day you're talking about all the trips that you've seen people go on in this company, and you're just moving them seat to seat until they go, okay, this is the place that I want to be. This is the company I want to partner with. So I want to encourage you about that. I cannot wait to see what happens. Don't forget to write out your benchmark rank and your baseline points if you haven't done it yet. And we will see y'all next Monday. Actually, we'll probably see y'all tonight on the call. Bye, y'all.